Let us learn about structure within structure in this video. We can use one structure within another structure, and such a structure is called a nested structure. To create a structure within another structure, we need to first have one structure. In this case, we have the first structure called structure 1 having its own members. Then we define another structure, let's say structure 2, and it also has its own members, but then there is another member which is of type structure 1. Therefore, we can say that structure 2 is a nested structure because it includes structure 1 as a member. Let's understand the concept of a nested structure through an example. In this example, I am going to define a structure called date consisting of three members, namely day, month and year. Let's do it by typing struct date, and then here inside this structure definition we will have day which is of integer type. Let's have the month name here, and suppose the length is 10 characters long, and then we have year which is of integer type. So this is our first structure. Let's have another structure. Let's call it as person because I want to store the details of a person including the name, age and date of birth of a person. So my first member here would be name, which is, let's suppose, 80 characters long, then age which is an integer value, and then we will have date of birth which consists of day, month and year. Therefore, I am going to include the data type as date because date itself is a structure consisting of three members, day, month and year. So I need to just include one variable name over here. Let's call it as DOB, and DOB stands for date of birth. Since we have one structure inside another structure in this case, therefore we can say structure person becomes a nested structure. So this is a structure within another structure. In the next step, we are going to create a structure variable for our person structure. Let's do it by typing keyword struct, then name of the structure person, and let's suppose the structure name is P1. Let's move on to our next step, which is to assign values to the members of the nested structure. Here I would ask the details from the users. Therefore, I will type my first message as enter name of the person, and to get the name value I will have to type here P1, which is the structure variable name. Then I will put a dot over here, then choose name and semicolon. Same thing I have to repeat for age. So I will type here enter age of the person, and in the next line it will be C in P1 dot age. Just choose age and semicolon. After this, I will ask the user to enter date of birth. So here date of birth consists of three parts. These are day, month, name and year. Therefore, I will have to first ask for the day. So I'll type here enter day. This is my first message, and then user will be providing details in the next step. So to capture the day, I will have to type P1 dot, and then I will choose DOB, which itself is a structure consisting of three members, day, month and year. And under this DOB, I am going to first select day, which is the day value, and same thing we will do for month. So enter month, C in P1 dot DOB. This time we are choosing month, and finally we will ask for year of birth. So here we will type C in P1 dot again DOB dot and then choose year. We are just left with last step, which is to display all the details on the screen. So here I will type /n, and let me put a few more /n just to create more space. Okay, now I am going to type name of the person, and here I will display name by typing p1 dot, just choose name, semicolon. In the next step, /n, age of the person, and then we will type p1 dot age, and then we will have cout /n, date of birth, and here we will type p1 dot dob dot day to display the day. Then we will have to create some space. I will put one space here, and then outside this double quotation mark we will have p1 dot dob dot month. Once again here also I will put some space between month and year, so p1 dot dob dot year, and then semicolon. Finally we have return 0 at the end of the program code, and just save this program. It's already saved as nested structure.cpp. Let's run it. So we get our first message over here, enter name of the person. Suppose the name is Bob, enter, age is maybe 35, date of birth, let's say it is 12, month is maybe October, and year of birth is 1990. So here are the details. Name of the person is Bob, age is 35, and date of birth is 12 October 1990.